This just keeps getting better and better. So I saw this today, right? And it says it's from the council meeting from September 9th, 2025, part 2. But today is not September 9th. So I went back and looked at the end of it, and they just cut it off. They literally just they zoomed in on the dude's face so you couldn't see what was going on, and then it just ended, right? So today is, right now, rather, is 9:02 on September 11th, okay? And this video, this part 2 video was posted, was posted, here, check it out. The part 2 was posted, it's going to come up right here, was posted 5 hours ago on September 11th, and it's 9 o'clock now, so it would have been posted at 4 p.m. on September 11th. The second part to the September 9th meeting was posted a day and 2 days, technically, a whole day, and then at the end of the workday, the next day, it was posted, part 2. And here's the kicker: look what it is. It is just. I'm just gonna play the whole part 2 for you.
Let's let Councilman Roy finish.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. The only reason why, again, what I was trying to say is that either if I would vote yay or nay, I don't want an advantage. I don't want an unfair advantage. I want the process to go through and make sure that we have the ability to cooperate fully. And so that's the reason why I'm abstaining.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I made an error. The abstentions don't count towards the vote. Yeah, they don't. They don't. This is my fault. I'm sorry. I'm just tired. No. Yeah, they don't count. That's a mistake. I'm sorry.
So anyway.
Excuse me, did it pass then, Rebecca, or what? Okay.
Yes, it did.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Well, Councilman Roy is still trying to...
That's all right. I think the ones that were listening understood what I was saying. Thank you.
Councilman Bassett, did you have something? No?
Not if, okay, all righty. So there being no further business, this meeting is now adjourned at 11:26.
I don't know. It did pass.
That's it. That's all of part 2. Isn't that fucking sketchy? Oh my god, dude, right. I mean, since it's fraud that they're being accused of, I would add this to the list of fraudulent things they do because, I mean, come on, man. And, oh my gosh, and check it out. So it's not even live streamed. They put it in the videos upload folder. So look, these are the lives, right? See, it's not anywhere on there. It's only a minute long. You know what I mean? Now look, when I go to videos, I mean, there it is, right? But the problem is, it's 2 days later.
But none of this was told to us when we were considering sunsetting. None of this. Now, you may have said something.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how the first live ended, right? The one where it just cut off, right? This is a lot. It's a lot. It's pushed back. So, but here it is. Here's how the end of the first live went before that 1 minute and 20 seconds we saw.
I've not eaten, so I'm going to try to make this fast. I'm very sorry that this is going on. I have investigated many, many allegations of fraud. And the good news is if they've reported it to the FBI, instead of spending money to start hiring an attorney, ask the FBI, hey, give me an update. Because they'll tell you, or they should be able to tell you pretty quick if this time, if they've got a criminal case or not. Real simple. And I mean, and talk to the police department. And I highly recommend that they make relationships to where every time they have an allegation of fraud, they feel comfortable talking to the police department, to the attorney, because I had excellent recommendations when I was, or like I said, I haven't eaten enough. So like I said, things work when people communicate. And they need to be able to be communicating with police and the attorney office on every allegation of wrongdoing, that it does look like there's fraud. And criminal requires intent. And this group out here, they don't fully understand that the intent to do wrong is a little bit harder, because the attorneys, their favorite question is, how did they know they could not do that? And that's a hard thing to overcome sometimes. So seriously, hopefully y'all can just talk to the FBI, get an update, and then consider whether the city's going to spend money or not. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm going to close public comment. So why aren't we doing what she just suggested? I'm just curious. Instead of spending $200,000 to $300,000 to $400,000. I mean, you can't get better than the FBI. Councilman Scott.
Well, I think, oh, that was out, I'm sorry. I'm not convinced it's $200,000 to $300,000. My sense is you were saying it's $200,000 to $300,000 that we have a lawyer that is on our side through the trial, as opposed to a lawyer that's going to do their investigation. I think there's some issues around that. By the way, I would ask the council who would hire that lawyer.
Speaking of lawsuits, in the city budget, it tells you how many people or how many open lawsuits they have. We have 30. There is over 30 lawsuits pending right now against the city.
I also don't understand why we spend the next week trying to get word back from the FBI and the police chief, and we put this on. I mean, 3 people can put it back on the agenda. I don't think this has to happen tonight. I think it's a step-by-step process, and the next step would be see what the FBI says, see what the police chief says, put it back on the agenda for some sort of review, and then have at the same time have the police, Miles, you tell us, there's 5 people and here's what they cost. But I think that's what I heard you say. It's really expensive if they hold our hand through the trial, but if you're looking for a report, it might be less.
Well, keep in mind, the information is still in the process of being developed. The deadline for completion of discovery is December of this year, and there's a trial in January.
Good point.
So any person that's reviewing this case is going to want to see all the depositions that come in order to have a complete investigation. That's going to be an attorney who's going to review all the evidence in this case.
I hope they add in the sketchiness of this, you know what I mean? Because it's super sketchy. And whoever is the tech behind the who's running because I know they hired a tech dude. There's so many of them on the fucking budget, but whoever they hired to do like the technical work, like for YouTube or whatever, is part of the fraud because they cut it off right at the right spot. You know what I mean? So I would add that in if I was investigating this case.
Well, you might as well have an attorney representing the city itself through the trial. I mean, that really would provide a value to the city. So that's why I say it would be $200,000 to $300,000, and that's what it would cost. And actually, you just hired an attorney about a month ago to handle a case. So for the rest of the case, it was about $200,000 was the.
Not me personally. Don't look at me like that.
No, I mean the city did, yeah. And so that's not exaggerated at all. And this would be more complex than the one that was.
I just think this is a step-by-step process. And then
Yep, step-by-step, hiring more attorneys. You know how many attorneys this city has already, like just working for them on a daily basis? 22 already on the payroll, and they're talking about hiring fucking whatever. These guys are crazy.
Today, if it passes, that's fine. I get clarity and a third eye. I just think that it would be nice to know what the FBI is saying. It would be nice to know what the police chief thinks. It'd be nice to know if the police chief says this is a 2-week investigation or a 4-week investigation, or I talk to the FBI. So my sense is there's a step-by-step process.
Well, and I would like to also point out that if anybody thinks that we as the legal department are conflicted in this case, then we have a duty to go out and hire that outside attorney as well. So that in and of itself, if there's a thought that we're conflicted, we're going to go out and get an outside attorney because we need to. So that's.
I'm sorry, Mayor. I guess my point is I'm not saying no to an outside investigator. I just think it's important to hear what our chief thinks and hear if the FBI can give us a response. And I don't know, right? So maybe before next Tuesday they go, yeah, we're not talking because it's an active investigation. And maybe the police chief says, hey, this is, this needs to go outside of us, but we don't have that. And I just think it's a step-by-step process.
Councilwoman Campos.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, so I did hear there was a motion, and I seconded it, and I had also heard Councilman Roy recuse himself. I'm just wondering if some of the other,
Oh, I am. I'm abstaining.
okay, and Councilman Barrera will be abstaining as well. I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
He's not?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess there's still somebody else. That's what I was wondering, if y'all were going to be recusing yourselves. So you've answered the question. Thank you.
I will say for the record, I think a few others should be recusing themselves. Not y'all. Y'all weren't even here.
I was like, darn, this has been the craziest 9 months. So much for 10 o'clock. I know there's a motion in a second.
Okay, so I'm not going to lie. I think what's going on here is they're professional time wasters. Like, they talk specifically so the camera can zoom in on them, and then everybody else around them can get up, to mute their mics, get up and talk, or go in the back room and do whatever they do, and then come back out, right? I don't think this discussion, quote unquote, is a discussion. I think it's them wasting time so the camera zooms in so they can just do more colluding, you know what I mean? That's what I think.
I am a huge believer in independent, outside, because I said it earlier, I don't like the appearance or there being any kind of connections that could cause, from the social research terminology, a bias. I think this is a very serious thing that I, too, sympathize, and I want all of the processes to be followed correctly, because I don't want to be in a position where there's uncertainty. And so council member Scott was saying, Mr. Risley was saying, if there is even a concern for there to be a bias, then we should go outside. What I think, and I will support what prevails here, but I think what we should do is, there is a case currently active where the plaintiff has a lawsuit against the city. They are still under discovery. They're still getting all the facts. They have not made a determination. There is already an active group of lawyers and judges and everyone that has the credibility to preside over the legal system, actively looking at the pieces of this. I think, personally, we should allow that to play through. Once there's a determination made, revisit. I don't know what the ramifications are of having a third group come in while we're in the middle of this case. So for me, what a plausible timeline would be is allow this case to proceed. The auditor, who has already said that this can be sent to our other law enforcement agencies. Besides that, they saw the word FEMA and they went to the FBI because they said chain of command. That makes sense. So working through the audit committee, working through the FBI, what they say to us, we don't know that there is criminal. We don't know what's happening here. There could be an ethics. Maybe we go to the ethics committee out of this. I think we let these two things go to completion and then make a decision. I don't know that we can bring in a third party in conjunction with the steps that are taking place right now. But there's a motion and a second. So those are my 2 cents on it. I think that's a plausible direction.
Yeah. Okay, so, you're right.
Okay, so initially, Mr. Cantu made a motion to refer the Homewood Suites fraud allegation to an outside agency. So, and you seconded that, right? So now you've reworded it to say to outside counsel? Is that what you're, okay. And you're good with that, Ms. Campos? Instead of outside agency, he's outside counsel.
What the fuck? When did that happen? When did they reword it? Anyways, but that's what the vote's going to be on. Whether it's an outside agency like the FBI or the police agency, or outside counsel like a lawyer or an ethics committee or whatever. So that's the vote.
I'd like to amend that, and then I want to wait. I mean,
But I think that if any of us have received contributions from either party, that we should all abstain.
Well, and my question would be if Councilman Hernandez and hang on, if Councilman
This one
Hernandez.
is considered fraud. This one is fraud.
Yeah.
This one is fraud. You're alleging fraud. You're alleging fraud.
Stop.
You're alleging fraud. You're alleging fraud. Say it again. Go ahead, say it again. I didn't hear you.
Okay, y'all stop. Guys, stop. So you're, okay, what are you doing?
Say it again. Say it again.
Hey, enough.
Can they make a motion?
Because of you, Mayor. Because of me. Yes, because of you. You protect me too.
Oh my. It's all over TikTok. Stop. Okay. What is your name? Truth hurts.
Well, that's what it said, that if anybody here, because they're alleging fraud, then we should wait until we see if anybody's received any contribution from either party, then we shouldn't participate.
Well, that's a conflict. Miles, you can jump in any time. What is a conflict then? I mean, no, not, oh my God. Because, pardon that? What?
Yeah, there is a dollar limit for contributions of mandatory abstention. However, there is, if somebody feels that they are conflicted, then there is a lesser standard that you probably, and I always, my recommendation is if you believe there's a possibility that you are conflicted, you should abstain. It's a, I mean, that's a, that is a broader, so viewpoint.
All right, the motion's on the table. The motion, Councilman, the motion's on the table.
I didn't get any money from the hotelers, just FYI, thank you. I didn't get, no, matter of fact, I didn't get no money from him. Look at my campaign finance report.
We have a motion and a table, we have a motion and a second on the table to go outside counsel. All right, to go with outside counsel. Councilman.
Okay, now that we figured that out, so the vote is, are we going to go with outside counsel? Outside counsel, that's the vote, yes or no? And then again, here, I think this is just to waste time so they can conspire.
So I've received contributions from both sides of this equation. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to amend it. I'm not going to amend it.
I think,
I'm just going to
I think I got, as I think through all the parties involved, and so I think that if nothing else makes me not conflicted out, because I can, I'm going to do what I think
All right, we're
is right. But I want to be
submitting our
clear, you can look it up, it's there and there for.
Okay, it's 11:23. Please submit your vote. Okay, the motion fails. So is there another motion to, Councilman? Oh, motion? Councilwoman, hold on. Paxson? I'm sorry, okay, he was first, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say to the audience here, first of all, thanks for hanging in here for this long day. But the other thing I just want to say from my perspective, I want everybody to understand why I abstained. Because the fact that I was on council and I was in this process and I was under a deposition, I feel that.
So are we just trying to figure, did it pass?
It failed.
Or did it fail?
It failed, but she'd like to read. Okay.
Can I? I'll wait till everybody's done and then.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Make a motion to reconsider my vote.
Hey, hang on a second. Let's let Councilman Boyd finish.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. The only reason why, again, what I was trying to say is.
And that's it. And then we go to the 1 minute one that I already showed, right? Back to the, yeah, here we go. Now remember, this was posted 2 days later.
Councilman Boyd, finish?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. The only reason why, again, what I was trying to say is that either if I would vote yay or nay, I don't want an advantage. I don't want an unfair advantage. I want the process to go through and make sure that we have the ability to cooperate fully. And so that's the reason why I'm abstaining.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I made an error. The abstentions don't count towards the vote. Yeah, they don't. They don't. This is my fault. I'm sorry. I'm just tired. No. Yeah, they don't count. That's a mistake. I'm sorry.
So anyway.
Excuse me, did it pass then, Rebecca, or what? Okay.
Yes, it did.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Well, Councilman Boyd is still trying to.
That's all right. I think the ones that were listening understood what I was saying. Thank you.
Councilwoman Basson, did you have something? No, not if. Okay, all righty. So there being no further business, this meeting is now adjourned at 11:26.
I don't know.
Sketchy. And here's the thing, the way the vote split, so it was like 4 yes, 4 no, and then 1 was like red or whatever. That is the only way it could have possibly been for it to be interpreted a win or a loss, right? Like, either one way you add them up, or one way you think about it, it could be a win, the other way it could be a loss. It's the only exact split that they needed to be evenly on the fence about whether it's a win or loss. So literally, it was just... Anyway, it's just too... It's too, like... I don't know, man. These people are just shady-ass weasels, dude, and they shouldn't be in control of $1.5 billion a year.